Didn't your father wear something like this?
Oh, he did. He did.
Kolaziko yuda Wolastoq. First of all, I want to welcome you to the Wolastoq non-ceded territory, and I want to give you a positive response in the courage that you come to our territory to speak to the people here. Approximately a year ago, I attended the United Nations when Minister Bennett and Minister Wilson Raybould both stood up and presented a powerful speech on supporting the United Nations Declaration of Indigenous Rights. Since then, it was very disappointing to hear Minister Raybould come forward to say that the declaration is not workable. And so my question is that since this declaration was supported at the United Nations level, why in return now that one of your ministers stated that the declaration is not workable now? And before you proceed to answer the question, I have two documents here from our Grand Council in support of the Declaration of the Rights of our Mother Earth, and plus a declaration of a water treaty that I'd like to present to you, and hopefully this will assist your government in how to protect our earth and how to protect our water. Because how we look at things is we look at the next 7 generations, your grandchildren, my grandchildren. We need to protect the water, we need to protect the earth, we need to protect the air, and we need to protect life. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you first for welcoming us onto traditional territory. It's something that is always very, very important to recognize the place of. I can't say. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's important to recognize the need to work forward together on partnerships in respect of rights, and in reconciliation. And the fact is that I am extremely proud of the fact, not that we were able to put forward a platform and an ambitious commitment to work with Indigenous peoples to fix the centuries of harm and mistreatment that unfortunately is part of Canada's legacy. But what I am most proud of is non-Indigenous Canadians from coast to coast to coast also kept saying that it was time, that this was something that was a priority to us, that it is a challenge, an issue that has gone on far too long, that doesn't represent the people we are and the people we need to be, and the support of all Canadians in moving forward in true partnership is something that I am very conscious of and very grateful for. On the question of the UN, the United Nations Declarations on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, we support it and are moving towards full implementation of it. Anytime you have a UN-style declaration document and you translate that into concrete laws and actions, there's always a certain level of challenge in implementing it, but we are committed to fully implementing it. And the question is much more how to move forward in the best possible way on that, because we are committed to it. It is a document that should frame our relationship, inform deeply our relationship with Indigenous peoples, and we are very much committed to it. So I can reassure you on that aspect of it, and specifically Jody Wilson-Raybould, our Minister of Justice and Attorney General, is someone who has directly been tasked with changing our justice system, transforming our laws, and making sure that we have a true, foundational nation-to-nation relationship with Indigenous peoples in this country, and that's what we're moving forward on. Protecting our land and waters, I agree. All Canadians agree. We need to make sure that our environment is protected and sustained for the future, while at the same time we make sure that our young people have a future that includes fresh water and clean air, but also good jobs and opportunities. And anyone who pretends that you have to make a choice between what's good for the environment and what's good for the economy doesn't get what the 21st century needs to look like. We need to build a strong economy while protecting the environment. We need to figure out how to better protect the environment while we innovate and create good jobs going forward. And that's very much the balance we're talking about. And on that, we can be deeply supported and informed by the wisdom of people who live on this land for millennia, who understand how to cherish and be stewards of the earth while drawing benefits and drawing on its bounties. So I thank you for the partnership that we are very much working on. There's still a long way to go, but again, this is something that matters not just to me, but to all Canadians. And thank you for your welcome here.